Hey, Amber.
Good morning, Andrea.
We have questions coming in every day, and I know you have a good one for me today.
I do. So, one of the questions that's been coming up recently is there any benefit to taking a large dose of vitamin C?
Hmm, vitamin C. Let's set some kind of ground rules about vitamin C. And I'm just going to say I already recorded a video about this, but nobody should be taking high doses of anything ever without being under the direction and guidance of a healthcare practitioner that's working on something specific. But let's just talk about vitamin C for a second. So the human body cannot synthesize vitamin C, which means it's an essential nutrient. And this is why we saw people who weren't eating vitamin C rich foods on the sailors get scurvy, because we don't make it on our own. We're not going to produce it and make it. We need to eat it to get it. That said, we definitely can and do eat enough vitamin C if we're eating a plant-based diet, if we have a lot of plants in our diet, and we'll talk about the best sources of vitamin C, and if we're not sick. So when the body is sick, it actually loses its stores and needs to consume more, which is why we do take vitamin C supplements for things like our immune system, and also just looking at antibacterial, antiviral. There is research in relation to that, and that all started with the work of Dr. Linus Pauling, who won the Nobel Prize for his work in vitamin C. Now, in this day and age, right now that we're in, there's a lot of confusion because people are thinking they should take very high doses. So that's one of those places where it's a waste of your money, because if you take vitamin C that your body doesn't need, it will just excrete it, which can be very good for the urinary system, but also not so good for your pocket. And we're all a little bit more concerned about our pockets right now. So vitamin C, helpful, yes. High doses, not necessarily. For prevention of COVID-19, not directly. For support of your immune system and also your hormones and your anxiety that can be happening now, your cortisol levels, absolutely can be super helpful with your adrenals. So let's talk about foods and let's talk about dosing. But does that set a little bit of context, Amber, that's helpful?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of information that's circulating right now that's causing people a lot of confusion. And if you have a friend or family member who is sick, if they have COVID-19, of course, we want them to be under medical supervision or under the care of a doctor. We don't need to be prescribing high doses of anything, just like you said.
Yes. Yeah, beautifully said. And there are some hospitals, there has been some research where people are using vitamin C. Let them do that in the medical system and do what they're doing with the forms that we're doing. If we're looking out to support ourselves, even if we're in the if syndrome of, I think, what if I have it or I might have it, vitamin C is perfectly fine to utilize. Usually, I'm going to be looking at doses from 500 milligrams to 3,000 milligrams. Vitamin C can cause some bowel issues. So if you aren't accustomed to taking that much vitamin C in a day, start low and titrate up. You can also divide the doses. There is research that goes above 3,000 milligrams a day, but in the world that we're in and taking over the counter or even supplements prescribed by healthcare workers like ourselves, keep it at that highest rate of 3,000. My body's fine to take 3,000 all at once, but even right now, better to divide it over the day in our dosing. And again, start low, go slow. And this is more in the preventative supportive realm than in the targeted, what we call tier 3. This isn't take vitamin C for addressing COVID-19. This is take vitamin C to support your body, to support your stores, but more importantly, eat your vitamin C rich foods. And these are your broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cauliflowers, green peppers, red peppers are brilliant source of vitamin C. Of course, our citrus, cantaloupe. There's superfoods that we can talk about, but any other fruits and vegetables, anything I'm missing, Amber, that we want to point out, that's a great source of vitamin C. Sweet potatoes, right? Like
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. I'm thinking sweet potato, I'm thinking kale, I'm thinking broccoli. And
Yep.
actually, these are foods that you can mix in with some of your pantry staples. I've got a lot of brown rice and quinoa on hand right now. And the sweet potato, the kale, and the broccoli, they can be cooked. Some of them can be roasted, mix them together with some quinoa, brown rice, make a delicious salad. It's going to be so helpful.
Yeah, brilliant. And then some superfoods that we love are camu camu, which you can get in a powdered form, and you can order an organic camu camu powder online, and you can put that into your smoothies, and it's got a nice citrusy, strong citrusy taste, but really great source of vitamin C. Also, Incan berries or golden berries. I have some here. Those are those dried berries. They taste a bit like a sweet tart, really yummy. Also great, brilliant, rich source of vitamin C. So eating more whole foods. We get our vitamin C naturally. Remember that not eating these foods is what led people to be deficient in vitamin C and develop scurvy. And most of us aren't developing scurvy because we do have enough vitamin C to keep us out of the realm of disease. That doesn't mean we don't need a little extra. This is a brilliant time to boost your vitamin C intake through your food. And if you are supplementing for peace of mind and to support your immune system and your adrenal systems, please don't go over 3,000 milligrams without knowing what you're doing in your body and without working with somebody who has advised that you do so, and titrate up if you're not taking vitamin C already. Of course, there are many different forms of vitamin C. There's lipospheric vitamin C if you are not able to tolerate it with your bowels, but please do work with somebody who can help you decide that for yourself. And there's the take on vitamin C. Helpful, not helpful and preventative and supportive, not directly tier 3 work as far as we know. I know there's some studies happening, but we can't speak to that right now. Okay, I think we covered the vitamin C controversy, Amber. If there's anything else you have to add, let me know.
I think you did great.